Stop. Put that shovel down. Don't pull that pepper plant. I know what you're thinking. The air is getting crisp, the leaves are drooping, and you think the season is over. You're about to yank it out, toss it in the compost pile, and wait until next spring to buy new seedlings. Right? That is the biggest and most expensive mistake most gardeners make every single fall. You are literally throwing money out the window. Would you believe me if I told you this bell pepper plant is 4 years old? That's right, it's older than my cat. Here is what most nurseries won't tell you. In their native South American habitat, bell peppers are not annuals. They are actually perennials. That means they can live, thrive, and produce fruit for 5, even 7 years, if you know the secret. In this video, I'm going to share 7 secrets to turning your ordinary pepper plant into an infinite pepper factory. We are going to use the forever container method. It's a smarter way to grow that requires 0 digging, 0 back pain, and here's the best part. The deer and mice will never touch your precious harvest again. So, put the shovel away, grab a cup of tea, and let's get started. Before we get to secret number 1, we need to understand why we've been misled for so long. Why do garden centers always put peppers in the annuals aisle? Simple. They want to sell you new plants every spring. Peppers are tropical plants at heart. They love warmth. The only reason they die in winter is frost. When temperatures drop below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, they panic. Below 32 degrees, they freeze and die. But if you can keep them just above freezing, they don't die. Instead, they go dormant. They nap. And guess what happens next spring? While your neighbors are struggling with tiny seedlings and waiting 3 months for fruit, your established grandpa pepper already has a massive root system. It wakes up and explodes. You get flowers 2 months earlier and double the harvest. Now, I used to do this the hard way, planting in the ground, then digging them up in winter. My back hurt. My house got messy with dirt, and the plants often died from transplant shock. That is exactly why we need secret number 1. Secret number 1 to infinite peppers is don't plant them in the ground. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but if you want a plant to live for 5 years, it needs a stable home. Digging it up every winter severs the tiny feeder roots, which traumatizes the plant. Instead, use the forever container method. Plant them in a pot from day 1. But not just any pot. Bell peppers need room for that 5-year-old root ball. Don't use those tiny 1 or 2 gallon pots. That's like living in a closet. Choose a pot that is at least 5 gallons. If you have the space, 7 to 10 gallons is even better. And here is a pro tip for anyone with bad knees or a sore back, just like me. Put that pot on a plant dolly with wheels. Picture this. In summer, you roll it to the sunniest spot. When a storm rolls in, you pull it to safety. And when winter arrives, you just gently roll it into the living room. No digging, no heavy lifting, no root shock. The plant doesn't even know it moved. Secret number 2. Now that the plant has a home, let's talk about the foundation. The most common mistake with containers is using garden soil. Don't do it. Garden soil turns into concrete in a pot. The roots will suffocate and rot. Your forever pepper needs soil that breathes. Here is my golden formula for a long-living plant. First, 50% high-quality potting mix. This keeps things light and fluffy. Second, 30% compost or worm castings. This is your long-term food storage. And third, this is critical, 20% perlite. Those are the little white rocky things. Why perlite? Because bell peppers hate wet feet. If their roots sit in water, they drop their flowers. Perlite creates thousands of tiny air pockets, ensuring perfect drainage. Get this mix right, and you'll never deal with root rot again. Secret number 3 might hurt your feelings a little bit, but trust me, it's the difference between a weak stick and a mighty tree. When your young pepper plant is about 6 to 8 inches tall, I want you to cut its head off. I know you spent weeks growing it, but here is the biology. Peppers naturally want to grow straight up. If you let them, they become tall and lanky. Later, when heavy fruit grows, the branches snap. By cutting the top, a technique called topping, you force the plant to send energy down and push out 2 new main stems, creating a strong Y shape. This creates a low, bushy, sturdy skeleton. Remember, this structure has to support dozens of heavy peppers for the next 5 years. Don't be afraid to sacrifice a little top growth now for a sturdy tree later. Secret number 4. Fast forward to harvest time. This is where most people accidentally kill their yield. Greed. We all love sweet, bright red peppers, but remember, the plant's only goal in life is to make seeds. When a pepper turns fully red, the plant gets a chemical signal that says, "Mission accomplished, seeds are mature. Stop making flowers." And just like that, production shuts down. If you want an endless supply, you have to trick the plant. This is the green signal. Harvest about 50% to 70% of your peppers when they are full-sized, but still green. This tells the plant, "Hey, we failed. Try again." The plant panics and unleashes a new wave of flowers to compensate. My strategy: I eat the green ones for cooking and grilling. I only leave about 30% on the vine to ripen to red for salads. This keeps the factory running all season long. Secret number 5. Now, let's talk about a gardener's worst nightmare. Have you ever gone to bed with a beautiful pepper plant, only to wake up to a bare stick? The culprit? Deer. Or maybe a groundhog. One of our viewers, Jkandai75, commented that he lost 4 7-year-old pepper plants in a single night to deer. That is heartbreaking. If you grow in the ground, you need expensive fences. But since we are using secret number 1, containers, we have a free, 100% effective solution. Elevation. Turn your porch, balcony, or deck into a fortress. Deer are notoriously afraid of climbing narrow stairs or coming onto raised decks near human activity. Mice and rabbits also hesitate to cross open patio spaces where dogs might be. By keeping your pots up high on the porch, you create a natural physical barrier. No sprays, no fences, and no heartbreak. Plus, the peppers are right there next to the kitchen door. Secret number 6. Annual plants are like sprinters. They need fast energy. Your perennial pepper is a marathon runner. It needs a steady diet. A common mistake is using too much nitrogen. Nitrogen makes beautiful green leaves, but if you use too much, you get a giant bush with 0 peppers. The secret weapon here is magnesium. Once a month, I treat my plants to some Epsom salt. It's not table salt, it's magnesium sulfate. Peppers crave magnesium. It strengthens their cell walls and helps with photosynthesis. Just mix 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt into a gallon of water. You can water the roots or spray the leaves. Pair this with a slow-release organic fertilizer that is higher in phosphorus and potassium than nitrogen, and your plant will have the fuel to go the distance. Secret number 7. And here we are, the most critical moment. Winter. When night temperatures dip to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, it is time for the Great Migration. While ground growers are digging and chopping roots, you only have 3 simple steps. Step 1. Security check. Do not bring aphids inside. Check the undersides of leaves. I like to hose the whole plant down or use neem oil a few days before the move. Step 2. The soft prune. Since your plant isn't suffering from root shock, thanks to the pot, you don't need to chop it down to a stick. Just trim the dead branches and harvest all the fruit. Keep that beautiful skeleton. Step 3. Location. Roll it inside. A south-facing window is best. If your house is dark, a simple grow light bulb will save the day. Warning. A few weeks after moving in, the plant might drop some leaves. Do not panic. It's just adjusting to the lower light. Water it less, only when the soil is dry, and let it nap. It's still alive. Come February, you'll see tiny green buds popping out. That's when you know you've won. Before we go, I have a bonus tip for you. When you use this method, you are going to have more peppers than you can eat. What do you do with the extras? Don't just freeze them raw. Roast them. Throw whole peppers under the broiler until the skin turns black and blisters. Don't worry, you aren't burning them. Take them out, put them in a bowl, and cover it with plastic wrap for 10 minutes. The steam makes the charred skin slip right off. Peel them, and you're left with this silky, smoky, sweet flesh that tastes like summer honey. Freeze these, and you'll have gourmet roasted peppers all winter long. So there you have it. 7 secrets to growing peppers once and harvesting forever. No digging, no back pain, and no deer. Imagine next spring, while everyone else is buying seedlings, you already have a mature pepper tree ready to bloom. That is smart gardening. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want to know how to turn tomato plants into perennials, yes, it's possible. Make sure to subscribe. I'll be sharing that secret in the next video. Happy gardening!